10 interesting psychological facts about quiet people, Stoicism. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life, where we uncover the layers of the seemingly serene. Today, we draw inspiration from Marcus Aurelius, who once said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." But what about those who naturally embody this tranquility? Have you ever noticed the quiet individual in the room, poised and observing, a world unto themselves amid our daily chaos? Stay with us as we unveil the quiet power and the profound richness of a life lived introspectively. Let's begin this journey and discover the extraordinary qualities of quiet people, a true testament to the power of silence and the depth of a contemplative life. One, they think a lot. In the realm of quiet contemplation, individuals who speak less often possess a profound depth of thought, which is evident in the way they approach life's varied circumstances. Those who are quieter by nature spend considerable time delving deep into the tapestry of their experiences and interactions. This thoughtful disposition is not merely a personality trait, but a deliberate choice to process information meticulously, reflecting a Stoic principle that encourages us to listen and observe more than we speak. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy still profoundly relevant today, teaches the value of introspection, a hallmark of the quiet individual. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." This insight aligns closely with the psychological profile of quiet people, who often navigate through life's complexities with a thoughtful reserve, analyzing every angle before forming judgments or making decisions. Their capacity to reflect deeply before acting ensures that their contributions, though less frequent, are invariably significant and well considered. Furthermore, quiet people often exhibit a level of empathy and understanding that is rare. Their introspective nature equips them with the ability to not just listen but to truly hear and comprehend the perspectives of others. This can lead to stronger, more meaningful relationships and a compassionate approach to interactions. It is a modern-day application of the Stoic belief in the interconnectedness of all people and the importance of understanding over responding. By channeling their inner reflections and thoughtful analyses, quiet individuals can offer insights that are both profound and impactful. Their approach to life's challenges is reminiscent of the Stoic practice of reflection, emphasizing the significance of internal dialogue and measured responses. As we navigate the complexities of modern existence, adopting some of these quiet Stoic practices can enhance our decision-making processes and lead to a more harmonious life. In an era where the noise of the external world often overwhelms, the quiet person's approach to life offers a refreshing respite. It is a testament to the enduring wisdom of Stoicism and its relevance in our contemporary lives. Embracing this quieter, more reflective approach can not only improve personal well-being but also enrich our interactions with others, offering a deeper understanding and appreciation of the world around us. To encapsulate, while quiet people may not dominate conversations, their introspective nature fosters a deep-seated wisdom and an empathetic approach to life that are both invaluable. As Marcus Aurelius aptly put it, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." In recognizing and valuing the quiet contemplation of those around us, we may find profound insights and unwavering tranquility that resonate deeply in our ceaselessly bustling lives. 2. They are not necessarily shy. Contrary to popular belief, quietness should not be mistaken for shyness. Quiet individuals often engage in observing and listening rather than jumping into every conversation. They speak when they have something significant to say, consistently choosing quality over quantity in their communications. Imagine you're at a bustling startup networking event. Amidst the clamor, there's Alex, a software developer known for his reserved demeanor. While others are aggressively pitching their ideas, Alex listens intently, absorbing every word. When a problem regarding a complex coding issue stumps everyone, Alex calmly steps in. With a few well-considered suggestions, he offers a solution that had eluded his louder peers. This moment highlights an essential truth. Quiet people, like Alex, often deliver impactful insights precisely because they listen more than they speak. So why is this distinction important for you to understand? Well, in our fast-paced world where everyone is competing to be heard, we often overlook the power of silence. Quiet individuals like Alex bring balance to conversations, ensuring that thoughtful perspectives don't get drowned out by the noise. Their approach to communication can teach us a lot about the value of listening and the impact of speaking with intention. Now let's reflect on this. How often do you find yourself speaking just to fill the silence? Could embracing a bit of quiet help you and those around you discover deeper insights during discussions? Quiet people are not just background characters in our noisy world. They are thoughtful observers and impactful contributors who remind us that when we choose our words with care, they hold immense power. The next time you engage in a discussion, consider the quiet person's approach. Listen more, speak less, and when you do speak, make it meaningful. This simple shift can profoundly enrich your interactions, leading to greater understanding and respect in your communications. 3. They can be loud and outgoing. Quiet individuals often embody an intriguing paradox that can be surprising to those who primarily view them through the lens of their calm exteriors. It's a common misconception that their silence is a sign of timidity or lack of engagement. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Quiet people are not only fully capable of taking the limelight, but can also become the life of the party or the driving force in dynamic situations. This capacity stems not from a lack of confidence, but rather from a selective engagement that prioritizes depth and meaning over superficial exchanges. Their quietude should not be mistaken for an absence of opinion or energy. Rather, it is a deliberate choice to conserve energy for moments and matters that truly resonate with their values and passions. In moments where their passion is ignited, quiet people can exhibit a level of enthusiasm and expressiveness that might take others by surprise. Have you ever witnessed someone typically reserved transform into the most animated storyteller at a gathering when a topic they are passionate about comes up? This transformation is a profound reminder of the depths that lie beneath serene surfaces. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Quiet people seem to embody this sentiment, focusing their energies not on the quantity of their words, but on the quality of their contributions. Now think about the quiet people in your life. Do they not choose their moments to speak carefully, often adding significantly to a conversation when they do? This selective participation is not merely a personal trait, but a strategic approach to social interaction that can teach us all a valuable lesson about the power of purposeful silence. In a world that often confuses noise with effectiveness, quiet individuals remind us that there is strength in thoughtfulness and that impactful communication doesn't always have to be loud. What can we learn from their approach to interactions? Perhaps in your next conversation, you might consider whether speaking less and listening more could lead to a more meaningful exchange. How might adopting a bit of their selective engagement enhance the quality of your own communications? In exploring the dynamic nature of quiet individuals, we uncover a multifaceted psychological depth that challenges our conventional perceptions. Their ability to oscillate between quietude and expressiveness is not a contradiction, but a harmonization of their inner values with their outward expressions. Engaging with quiet individuals with an appreciation for their complex nature not only enriches our interactions, but also deepens our understanding of human behavior in a broader sense. This nuanced perspective is essential for anyone seeking to build genuine connections in both personal and professional settings. To ponder further, consider how you engage with those who are quiet in your communities. Are there moments you might have underestimated their potential for leadership or creativity based on their usual quiet demeanor? Reflecting on this could open doors to new levels of collaboration and insight. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius, another revered Stoic philosopher, wisely pointed out, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. By embracing the quiet power that lies within those who speak less, we not only validate their approach to life, but also enhance our collective ability to appreciate the diverse ways in which people engage with the world around them. This appreciation can lead to more enriching and profound interactions, which, in turn, can foster a deeper understanding and respect for the varied tapestries of human personality. So next time you encounter quietness, invite it to speak. You might be pleasantly surprised by the eloquence of its voice. If you've stayed with us this far, you truly embody the Stoic spirit of calm reflection. Leave a comment below with, "Silence is my strength," to affirm your dedication to embracing the profound power of quietude. 4. They are creative and have interesting hobbies. In today's exploration of the profound depths of quiet individuals, we delve into an aspect that intertwines seamlessly with the Stoic philosophy of inner richness and external simplicity, the creative essence and diverse hobbies of those who prefer silence over noise. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This resonates deeply with those who might not fill the air with words but choose, instead, to express their vast inner worlds through myriad forms of creativity. Quiet people are not just introverted or shy. They are often reservoirs of boundless creativity. Their minds are fertile grounds where seeds of ideas germinate into expressions of art, technology, and nature. Whether it's through the delicate strokes of a paintbrush, the rhythmic dance of fingers on a keyboard writing poetry or prose, the meticulous lines of code that build virtual worlds, or the tender care of plants in a garden, quiet individuals transform their inner thoughts into external realities. Their hobbies are not mere pastimes, but are portals to understanding the complex layers of their personalities. Such hobbies are not only outlets for creativity, but also mechanisms for coping with the bustling demands of modern life. In a world where the loudest voices often dominate, the quiet ones cultivate their gardens, both literal and metaphorical, creating spaces of peace and reflection. By engaging in these activities, they demonstrate a Stoic appreciation for the here and now, finding joy and fulfillment in the process rather than just the outcome. This aligns with another Stoic principle. As Epictetus stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In their reactions, quiet people often choose creation and contemplation, enriching their lives and, inadvertently, the lives of others around them. Moreover, their creative endeavors are a testament to the Stoic belief in the value of self-sufficiency and personal development. In nurturing their interests, quiet individuals also cultivate resilience, patience, and an appreciation for the subtle beauties of life, qualities that are incredibly pertinent in today's fast-paced world. As they garden, paint, code, or write, they are not just creating. They are teaching by example the Stoic lesson of focusing on what can be controlled, their thoughts and actions, and letting go of what cannot. Thus, the next time you encounter someone who chooses silence, remember that their quietness might very well be the canvas for deep creativity and a diverse array of hobbies. Their world is rich with insights and stories told not through words, but through the very pursuits they choose to engage in. As we navigate our noisy, demanding lives, we can learn much from their approach to life, seeing in their quiet an invitation to pause, reflect, and maybe even explore our own potential for creativity. In sum, embracing the quiet and the creativity it often harbors is not just about acknowledging these traits in others, but about integrating these principles into our own lives. It's a call to action, to slow down, to create, to cultivate hobbies that not only fill our time but also enrich our souls. 5. They are great at observing others. Quiet individuals possess an exceptional talent for observation. By choosing to speak less and listen more, they frequently capture nuances and details that might escape others. This ability extends beyond mere attention to detail. It's about perceiving the subtleties of nonverbal communication, which empowers them to read people and situations with remarkable accuracy. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where, without saying a word, someone seemed to understand exactly what was happening around them? Let me share a story that illustrates this beautifully. Imagine Sarah, a software developer who works in a bustling office known for its fast-paced environment. Unlike her more outspoken colleagues, Sarah is reserved and tends to keep her insights to herself. During one critical team meeting where a heated debate about the direction of a new project was taking place, Sarah noticed something. While others were busy arguing, she observed the project manager's growing frustration, not through his words, but through his subtle body language, the tensing of his jaw, the quick glances at the clock, the way his pen tapped steadily on his notepad. With this understanding, Sarah waited for the right moment, then spoke up succinctly about a compromise that addressed the project manager's concerns while incorporating her team's ideas. Her intervention was so timely and adept that it not only resolved the debate, but also earned her the respect of her team and a nod of appreciation from her project manager. Why do you think Sarah's quiet observation led to such a successful outcome? It's because quiet people like her are often able to catch the underlying currents of a conversation or a meeting, which can be crucial in understanding and addressing the real issues at hand. This ability to observe and interpret nonverbal cues is a powerful skill in any personal or professional setting. As we continue to explore the depths of quiet individuals' psychological landscape, remember that their observational prowess is not merely a passive trait, but a form of active engagement. They are not just listeners. They are silent analysts of the human condition. So what can we learn from quiet people like Sarah? Their approach teaches us the value of pause and presence. In a world that often prioritizes noise over substance, choosing to observe before we engage can lead to deeper understanding and more meaningful interactions. This lesson is invaluable, reminding us that sometimes the most impactful communication doesn't come from what we say, but from what we observe and how we respond to it. As you move through your day, consider what you might learn if you took a moment to observe quietly before jumping into the fray. What details are you missing that could potentially change your perspective or decision? 6. They are often intelligent. Quiet individuals frequently demonstrate remarkable intelligence, a characteristic that may not always be immediately obvious to the casual observer. Have you ever noticed how some of the most thoughtful and insightful people in a room are also the quietest? This is no coincidence. Quiet people tend to engage in deep thinking, leveraging their observational skills and natural curiosity to create a fertile ground for learning and intellectual expansion. They aren't merely sitting in silence, rather, they are actively absorbing the world around them, processing information in a way that often leads to innovation and profound understanding. Now, consider the words of the ancient philosopher Plato, who famously stated, "Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something." This quote underscores the thoughtful nature of quiet individuals who choose their words with care, speaking only when they feel it will add value to the conversation. This deliberate and discerning approach to communication is a hallmark of their intelligence. Moreover, quiet people often excel in observing and understanding the nuances and complexities of human behavior and the environment around them. This capacity for deep observation allows them to gather insights and knowledge that others might overlook. They're not just passive participants in their environments. They're active learners, constantly drawing connections and coming up with new ideas based on their observations. Have you ever wondered how this tendency to be observant and thoughtful can impact one's ability to learn and innovate? Quiet individuals often use their time of silence to reflect on problems and develop solutions that are both creative and effective, thereby contributing uniquely to discussions and projects when they choose to speak up. This ability to reflect and innovate in silence aligns closely with the principles of Stoicism, which teaches the value of introspection and the importance of controlling one's reactions rather than being controlled by external events. Stoicism encourages embracing challenges with a calm and steady mind, qualities that are naturally embodied by many quiet individuals. They show us that there is strength in stillness and power in quietude. So, I ask you, how often do you take a moment to appreciate the quiet thinkers in your life? How might their silent contemplation be benefiting not just their own personal growth, but also contributing to a broader understanding and innovation in your shared environments? If you've journeyed with us through these enlightening psychological insights about quiet people, you're embracing the wisdom of stillness. Drop a comment with silent strength to show your connection with the serene power of Stoicism. Stay tuned. More profound wisdom awaits. 7. They don't like gossip and believe it's a waste of time. Quiet individuals often find themselves distanced from the hum of idle gossip, seeing it not merely as a benign pastime, but as a significant diversion from meaningful engagement. For them, gossip is more than just a trivial waste of time. It's a drain on their mental energy that could otherwise be invested in enriching dialogues. Instead of partaking in what they see as needless chatter, they gravitate towards conversations that illuminate, challenge, and expand their worldviews. This preference is rooted deeply in their psychological makeup, reflecting a desire for interactions that contribute to personal growth and understanding. Such a mindset echoes the Stoic principle articulated by Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. In this spirit, quiet people embody the Stoic ideal of living with purpose and intention, choosing to engage in discussions that nurture their intellect and soul, rather than merely passing the time. They see every conversation as an opportunity to learn and to foster genuine connections, rather than to disseminate or gather trivial information. In today's fast-paced world, where the trivial often overshadows the significant, the quiet person's approach to conversation can serve as a refreshing guide. Instead of succumbing to the superficial exchanges that often dominate social settings, embracing a Stoic approach to communication encourages a focus on depth and relevance. It advocates for a life where every interaction is purposeful and enriching, aligning with the Stoic practice of turning every action into an opportunity for personal development. This philosophy is not just about avoiding gossip. It's about redefining what it means to engage with others in our modern era. It's an invitation to step back from the noise and to choose depth over distraction. By adopting this approach, one can cultivate a richer, more meaningful life that is both fulfilling and reflective of Stoic ideals. Incorporating such Stoic wisdom into daily life, especially in how we choose to communicate, can offer profound insights into personal and professional relationships. It guides one towards authenticity and significance, ensuring that each word spoken and each moment spent in conversation contributes positively to one's life and to the lives of others. As we navigate the complexities of modern interactions, let us draw inspiration from those who choose the path of meaningful discourse over idle chatter. Let their preference for depth and authenticity guide us towards more fulfilling and intentional ways of living and interacting. In doing so, we not only honor the Stoic tradition, but also enrich our own lives and the communities we are part of. By fostering this Stoic discipline in our daily interactions, we not only elevate our conversations, but also bring a greater sense of purpose and satisfaction to our everyday lives. This practice empowers us to build stronger, more meaningful relationships that are based on mutual respect and genuine interest, rather than on the fleeting and often insubstantial bonds formed through gossip. 8. They are not antisocial. Quiet individuals are often misunderstood as antisocial, but this label doesn't accurately reflect their social preferences. In reality, they place a high value on forming meaningful relationships and participating in quality interactions. While they may not always initiate conversations, they truly appreciate being in good company and engaging in thoughtful dialogue. Picture this: Sarah, a software developer, who often opts to eat lunch alone at her desk. Not because she dislikes her colleagues, but because she uses this time to recharge in the middle of a busy workday. When she does join her team for lunch, she doesn't dominate the conversation. Instead, she listens intently and speaks with intention, bringing depth to discussions that many appreciate. Have you ever found yourself feeling more fulfilled by one meaningful conversation than by many superficial ones? This preference for depth over breadth in social interactions is a hallmark of quieter individuals. Their choice to engage selectively is not a rejection of others, but a personal way to ensure that their social interactions are genuinely rewarding. As we navigate our fast-paced world where the loudest voices often dominate, it's important to recognize the strength in silence and the potential for profound connection it brings. What might we learn if we took a moment to appreciate the quiet people in our lives and the thoughtful approach they bring to our interactions? By understanding and valuing these quiet qualities, we can enhance our own social experiences and foster a community that celebrates deep, reflective communication. So, the next time you encounter a quiet individual, remember that their silence may not be a space of emptiness, but rather a moment filled with potential and depth, inviting you to a more meaningful exchange. Let's cherish these interactions and learn to embrace the quiet strength among us. 9. They are naturally curious and are natural learners. Quiet individuals are often characterized by a profound sense of curiosity and an intrinsic passion for learning. This natural inclination isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. Imagine someone who uses their moments of silence not as voids of inactivity, but as opportunities for enrichment. They might be found lost in the pages of diverse books, from classical philosophy to modern science, or deeply engaged in researching various topics that pique their interest. This silent inquiry is not aimless. Rather, it is driven by an insatiable desire to understand the world more deeply. Why do you think this relentless pursuit of knowledge is so integral to them? Perhaps, as Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." For quiet people, learning is not just about acquiring information, it's about shaping their inner world and their interactions with the external one. In their stillness, there is a continuous dialogue with the universe, a persistent quest to find answers to questions that many might not even think to ask. Consider the power of this approach. In a world where the noise of superficial chatter often drowns out meaningful discourse, the quiet ones are those who pause, reflect, and dive deeper. They are not merely passive recipients of information, they actively engage with it, chew on it, and let it simmer in their minds. This process enhances their understanding and often leads to insights that escape the hurried glance. Now think about how this quality impacts their interaction with others. Despite their outward silence, these individuals can be incredibly insightful in conversations. Their contributions, though perhaps infrequent, are usually potent with thoughtfulness and relevance. Have you ever noticed how a well-timed, insightful comment from a quiet person can shift the entire direction of a discussion? So, as you reflect on this, ask yourself, how often do I take the time to truly learn and reflect in silence? How can I incorporate more thoughtful contemplation into my daily life to deepen my understanding and enrich my experiences? 10. They are not miserable. Contrary to the pervasive myth, silence is seldom a marker of misery. Quiet individuals frequently relish in the serene embrace of their solitude, a state where calm prevails and the noise of the world fades away. In these moments of solitude, they engage deeply with their thoughts and passions, finding a kind of peace that is both enriching and profound. This tranquility aligns well with the Stoic practice of introspection and self-sufficiency. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This sentiment perfectly encapsulates the essence of why quiet people may appear aloof, but are, in reality, deeply content with their rich inner lives. In modern life, where chaos and constant stimulation are the norms, embracing quietude can be a radical act of self-preservation and authenticity. It's a powerful reminder that true satisfaction often comes not from external accolades or achievements, but from the quiet exploration of our inner landscapes. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that by turning inward, we can establish a fortress of calmness and strength, impervious to the external world's tumult. To our listeners, particularly those threading through the vast experiences of life between the ages of 30 and 65, consider this. The quiet moments you encounter are not voids of joy, but potential spaces of reflection and growth. Engage with your quiet side, explore your thoughts and feelings deeply, and you might discover a surprising wellspring of joy and resilience. Reflect on the words of Seneca, another pillar of Stoicism, who advised, "All men's miseries derive from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone." In this simple yet profound advice lies the key to understanding and appreciating the depth of quiet individuals. These insights into the psychological nuances of quiet people serve not only to debunk stereotypes, but also to offer a path that anyone can follow toward a more fulfilled and stoic life. By valuing silence, we value ourselves, learning more from our own company than we might from constant social interaction. As you navigate through the noise of everyday life, remember the power of silence and the profound peace it can bring to your soul. As we journey together through this exploration of silence and contentment, let us cherish and cultivate our quiet moments. Each silent minute holds a mirror to our soul, reflecting back who we are and who we might become. In the tranquility of our solitude, let us embrace the Stoic wisdom that teaches resilience, self-awareness, and ultimately profound inner peace. As we conclude today's exploration on the intriguing psychological facets of quiet people, remember that their serene approach to life has much to teach us about patience, observation, and reflection, qualities central to Stoic philosophy. Quiet individuals often embody the Stoic ideal of listening more than speaking, offering us profound insights when they do choose to express themselves. I encourage you to consider how these characteristics can influence your own path to personal growth and happiness. How might you incorporate more thoughtful silence into your daily life? How can the quiet strength of others inspire you to cultivate a deeper understanding of the world around you? Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. Share how you've observed or experienced the strength of quietness in your life or any insights you've gained from today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern insights, helping us navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Together, let's embrace the quiet, learn from it, and allow it to enrich our lives.